You see, with every passing year, video games continue to improve their graphical fidelity, becoming closer and closer to reality. Eventually, we'll probably get to the point where video games can perfectly simulate real life, and to be completely honest, I'm not a fan of this direction. While I do think realistic graphics such as Red Dead Redemption 2 or Horizon Forbidden West can look absolutely stunning, there are a number of issues that I have with the arms race that developers seem to be in to make their games look as close to the real world as possible. The first major problem I have is uniqueness, or rather the lack thereof. Some of the most beloved games in recent years, like Hollow Knight, Hades, and Cuphead, all have their own original style that sets them apart from others, and despite how unrealistic their art styles may be, they all receive high praise for their appearance. On the other hand, while other beloved games such as Red Dead Redemption 2, The Witcher 3, and God of War look absolutely incredible and are also highly praised for their looks, they aren't nearly as distinctive as aforementioned games. Moreover, although they may be seen as very impressive right now, they won't be seen as anything special 20 years down the line when games look even more detailed than real life for all we know. The smaller issues of games becoming outdated also causes many casual gamers to be turned off by any game that doesn't match the standards of the present day. I know people who refuse to play anything that isn't 3D, and it just makes me really sad knowing that so many people will never experience masterpieces like One Shot and Undertale because their standards have been raised to unreasonably high degrees. Despite how much yapping I did about uniqueness, games can circumvent the issue to some extent with creative environments and designs for characters, structures, tools, and armor, such as Elden Ring, which I use as clickbait for this video. However, one issue that remains regardless of a game's creativity is cost. You don't need to be LeBron to understand that games like Tekken 8 and Call of Duty cost a buttload of money to produce just based on their graphics alone, which is reflected in the game's high prices. $70 has basically become the norm for any AAA game nowadays and will most likely only increase in the future. I am not a billionaire, which I'm sure everyone watching this video can relate to, and I don't have thousands of dollars to spend on video games every year, which is why so many people nowadays put such a huge emphasis on playtime because they want to get as many hours of content as possible for their dollar. The decision to purchase these games becomes even harder when compared to indie games. You could get Hollow Knight, Hades, and Cuphead, which as I said before are some of the best games in recent years, for the price of a single copy of Black Ops 6. For that same price, you could buy Lethal Company for yourself and 6 of your friends. The massive cost that these games have really turns me off from buying them, especially at full price. But we still haven't gotten to my biggest and most personal issue, which is accessibility. For this section of the video, I gotta get real for a minute, bro. There are genuinely countless games out there that I've seen get glazed without end, that I've seen damn near the entire world enjoy, and I just have to watch, never being able to experience them because my computer can't run Red Dead Redemption 2 any better than a goddamn baked potato. Every single day, I have to wake up and go on Steam and immediately see Elden Ring on the front page, which would literally explode my computer if I ever try to run it. Every day, I have to wake up and go on YouTube or TikTok and see so many people playing or talking about God of War, Marvel Rivals, Baldur's Gate 3, Black Myth Wukong, Ghost of Tsushima, Alan Wake 2, Space Marine 2, etc, etc, etc. Knowing all I can do is look at everyone else having their fun, while I've got to live with the fact that I wasted money on Arkham Knight because it moves at about 60 seconds per frame, and I'm not even joking. I can't even be excited for new releases, cause for all I know, even Silksong is gonna require a damn NASA supercomputer to play. Anyways, now that the rant is over, I have just 2 things left to ask. The first is for y'all to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and the second is for new games that have worse graphics. Thanks for watching.